Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Bro Gets Rich, and I am on the quest for 200 shares of Nvidia. Been buying a share every day, plus selling some options contracts. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my overall Nvidia position, take you through the last options trade I did. I was assigned a cash secured put. I held it for a little bit. I'm going to go over the stock chart for Nvidia and why I held it instead of writing more options contracts, and what my overall goal is for this Nvidia position. Kind of a mix of long-term investing plus selling options contracts for passive income. Make sure to like and subscribe. None of this is financial advice. Now let's get into my Nvidia stock position. All right, so this is my Nvidia position. At the time I took these screenshots the other day, Nvidia was at 145.52 per share. I am sitting on 114 shares with a market value of around $16,500. My average cost is 145.86 right now, and I'm down just about 0.25% total. But as you can see, when I took this screenshot, I was actually up over $500 for the day. And the main reason that I have been buying Nvidia stock is to write cash secured puts and covered calls on this position and trade the wheel strategy by selling these options contracts. Nvidia has pretty high trading volume, and if you want to write a covered call, the cost basis to start right now is just over $14,500. And for the premiums it generates, in my opinion, like I said, not financial advice. For the startup cost for a big company like Nvidia, I think it's a pretty good one, at least for me, just beginning this strategy. Like, I've only been doing this for under a year, but so far I've really been enjoying Nvidia. So let's get into the last contract I wrote. So the last contract I wrote was actually, I wrote this on January 6th, but I was assigned on January 10th to buy 100 shares of Nvidia for $149. For writing this contract, I was paid a $206 premium. So that is not bad, but this trade went a little bit wrong because the price of Nvidia at assignment was $135.91. So subtracting the premium from the amount per share I paid, I was down around $1,100 on this trade, which is not really necessarily where you want to be, but that is why I like trading this strategy on a company like Nvidia, because it is a massive growth company and these AI chips they produce are in massive demand. And so you can see, like, this is where I wrote this contract right here, January 6th. When the stock price was about $149, and then you can see we tanked down at the time that I was assigned, and so I didn't want to write another covered call contract the following week because I was already down like $1,100 on my position. Like, if the stock opened that week at 135, let's say I wrote a covered call. Like, if you want to generate any premium, you can't go too far outside of the money. So in previous contracts I've written, not on Nvidia, but kind of like cutting my teeth, I made a mistake by not letting the stock recover a little bit before I kind of restarted my strategy. And I've also been buying a share every day. So it's just one of those things where I've kind of learned little lessons. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to get called out of a Nvidia position that I'm down $1,100 on and be forced to sell this position, at 138 or 139. And as you can see, it did recover. And I probably would have lost, another $500 on the upside. So I just bought the dip pretty heavy as I'm trying to build to 200 shares so I can sell 2 covered call contracts every week on Nvidia. So that's just a little lesson I learned. Like, if you know a stock, and especially, like, that's one thing too, like, why you don't do the strategy on shit stocks that don't come back. Like a company like Nvidia right now, like, I feel like I know the stock pretty well. Just buy and hold for a little bit, and then when I'm back towards my cost basis, then I can resume selling covered calls and actually execute a trade at a profit. But anyway, like I said, I've been buying a share a day. We're at 114, looking to get up to 200 shares. So, technically as of now, that's like 86 trading days away, assuming I continue buying a share every day. And then we'll be running 2 contracts. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, so I go over my passive income that I make every month, from dividend stocks, selling options contracts, or just interest that I'm making on cash that I'm holding. And so this is the Nvidia option chain for next week, because it is currently Thursday when I'm writing this video, January 23rd. So you can't write any contracts on Robinhood the rest of the week. So you have to go out the next week out, which would be a expiration date of January 31st. And so these contracts are going to go down a little bit by Monday when I will write a cover call on Nvidia again, unless something crazy happens in the market. So these premiums will go down a little bit, but assuming the share price stays around 146. So maybe next week I write a covered call at a strike price of around 150. And like this $205 premium will go down a little bit, but still, I'll probably make $150. And then once I get up to writing 2 covered calls a week, although I will probably write them at different strike prices, but I'm hoping to generate, between $200 and $300 every week writing covered calls on Nvidia, like I said, in about 86 trading days. What I will do with these premiums, I don't know. Do I build up to 300 shares of Nvidia and keep buying? I don't really know. Just going to have to see what happens with the stock, see what happens with the price, or maybe I'll just reinvest these premiums into QQQ or one of my favorite covered call ETFs like JEPQ or JEPI. But I definitely want to take my options premiums and either reinvest them into a stock like QQQ or Nvidia that I'm looking to build positions to write more covered calls in, or I'm just pretty much looking to get yield on them in covered call ETFs. Because like I said, I really, really want more passive income. That is one of my main goals in 2025. All right, so I am Bro Gets Rich. If you don't know me, I own rental properties. I invest heavily in Bitcoin, and I also invest in the stock market. Like I said, none of this is financial advice. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow my channel for more passive income and investing as I keep it real and share with you what I am doing for fun and entertainment. Peace.